NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Edey can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Carter left side. Edey with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Bosch. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Back to Leonard. The kick out to Bosch. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Bane.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. Here's Leonard. Out to Carter. And he drives in. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Now here is Carter. Outside DeRozan. Back to Carter. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
Over to the wing. The kick out to Bane. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Leonard. Toronto with the ball. How about this run crank they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Well, you gotta love the finger roll. Always looks so smooth.
Now here's Morant. The shot by Wells, no good. Carter looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the dunk by Bosch.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Back to DeRozan. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Carter right side. Here's Bosch. It's DeRozan top of the key. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And you've seen the growth in DeRozan as a ball handler. They're making the right decision in the pick and roll.
Bane with the bucket. Bane's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Off target at the rim. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Toronto. 6-point lead. Pass to Bosch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
Chris Bosch. 2 shots.
And so Bosch nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Huff. Morant outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's McGrady. It's tipped. And they'll keep possession. Here's Bosch. Morant with it. 1 second left. What a performance for Chris Bosch. He has been the story for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Lowry lays it up off the glass. Lowry's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Raptors. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Tries the spin move. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto leading by 8. Inside. Here's Lowry. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies, number 15, Brandon Clark.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you.
You gotta love the fearless attitude of Lowry. Nice job getting inside and executing.
Good work there as it goes. Kennard's got his first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Pippen. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Peterson. Conchar covering. Peterson, that's good. Peterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Clark. Outside Pippen. With the drive. It's deflected. Here's Barnes. Good. Nice job down low. Barnes has got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jackson. And another miss by Memphis. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Count it. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, Lowry uses a mix of speed and excellent court awareness to finish the fast break off successfully.
To the inside. And Clark slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Peterson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 16. .107 left in the first half of the game. Back to Pippen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. Kennard for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Fast break Toronto. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And so Clark nails both of them. Here's Lowry. He has 6. .30 seconds left to play here in the half. And again, Toronto no luck.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And stolen by Barnes. Right wing. And Lowry has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Poked away. And so it's Toronto with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. To the paint. Here's Bargnani. Up top to Rosen. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Now Jackson. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Fades. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Wells. Banked in off the glass.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Pass to Morant. Outside, Bane sinks the triple. Bane's got 7 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read. Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Morant. And he slams it down right on top of DeMar DeRozan.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance. Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Carter outside. McGrady outside. Carter outside. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Out to Morant. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Buries it from three-point range. Wells has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
It's rebounded by Memphis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
Timeout.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Let's hear it for the Grizzlies. First game.
The Grizzlies trailed by 6. Pass to Huff. Outside, Bane. And 101 left in the third. And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
51 seconds left to play in the third. And that one's good by Bosch.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Barnes sends it back. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. No good from Bosch.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Jackson misses. Toronto leading by 6. Morant with the steal. Jumps up. And Morant throws it down.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
And the rejection by Jackson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Memphis shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Free throw good, Bane. Here's Morant. He's got 15. 4 seconds left. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Raptors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Second team foul. Shooting for
Free throw drops for Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. At the line for 2.
Good on both. And Kennard launches it from deep. No good from three-point territory. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets.
48.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 3. Pass to Huff. Bane with it. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's DeRozan. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
3 points.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Bane with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Bane, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And elite scorer, Bosh can be the man, the guy you go to every trip down the floor. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Grizzlies call timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Watch out now. When DeRozan is moving like this towards the hoop, you're in for a show.
Down low. Edie. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. To the middle. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on DeRozan.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Here's McGrady, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
DeRozan for three. Here's Carter. Back to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Memphis. Down low. Here's Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the deep.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Wells with the steal. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, and they take the lead. Morant's got 17 now, just in the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
All the officials are all over that one.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Carter hits them both.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Inside.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Vince Carter picks up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Davis inside. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can tell Davis is very comfortable inside the paint. He has no doubt in his ability to find a shot.
Morant outside. To the inside. Jackson. Money!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Some changes for Toronto. Wells with the steal. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
And Vince Carter with the slam.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on them.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
and then foul, trying to extend that game. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Leonard, that's for 2. No good with the wing jumper. And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.